2013. He plays corner for us. He's done a great job in the past. We just think he's got a lot of skills and a lot of instincts that make him a very good football player and make him a very strong player in regards to his mental capacity and how he approaches each game.
Evan Moog would be a senior linebacker. In my mind, epitomizes what a college student athlete should be. Outstanding young man. He's a gentleman. He's in our President's Leadership Program, heavily involved with our Fellowship of Christian Athletes. A good person off the field. Academically, Dean's List student, has studied overseas. He was in Europe last summer for an internship. Has worked academically every summer he's been at CNU and maintains a high level of academics. Football-wise, he made the ultimate sacrifice. Left being a running back as a sophomore to be a linebacker last year. Was named the State Defensive Player of the Year by the Virginia Sports Information Directors. Was named Academic All-Region. He's just done everything you could ask of a young man on the field and off. So Evan Moog's the real deal.
Obviously, it's Tim Reynolds, Offensive Player of the Year in the USA South. He comes back as a junior, and you know what Tim brings to the table is just not his athletic ability, what he does on the field. His football IQ is extremely high. He's a pleasure to coach, and he's a great leader. I mean, he's got a lot of the things that you look for in any young person. He's got those intangible things that you just don't coach, you know. And, so we're expecting him to have another good year.
Dexter Russell will be a senior wide receiver for us, two-time all-conference player. Spent 10 games last year with a major ankle injury and still ended up the second leading receiver at Greensboro College. I feel like he's going to have a major impact on our team and in this conference.
Tyler Robinson is he's obviously an exciting guy for us. He's our leading receiver from last year. What really is most important about Tyler is that he's actually our leading receiver from last year, but the next 7 or 8 guys on our receiving list from last year graduated. So it's obvious that we're going to have to, rely on him quite a bit early on, especially until some guys, are able to grow up. But T-Rob's been there and done that. He's caught a lot of balls for us, made a lot of big plays for us, and scored some big touchdowns for us. So we're excited to have him back.
Well, we're certainly excited with Andre coming back. With him being voted Defensive Player of the Year in 2012, certainly a big honor and an honor that's well deserved for his talent level. Since then there have been a lot of accolades, a lot of preseason awards, and Andre's that kind of football player. He takes him in stride. It helps motivate him. He'll raise his game and continue to be that kind of an impact player. I think the most positive thing that he really helps our team with a leadership standpoint is that he is always the first one of anything and everything that needs to be done to help our team be successful. He's obviously a heck of a football player on the field, but he is just as important off the field to the chemistry of our team.
Travis Felder, first thing that I want to talk about with Travis is he's a good person. He's involved in FCA. He really tries to get out in the community. He's an RA. Not only was first team all-conference back last year, but more importantly, I think what he brings to the team is just really his consistency. Every day he comes, he works extremely hard. Because I think that excites me at the end of the day more than what he does on the field. And then, what he does on the field, don't get me wrong, is really valuable to our team. But, I'm really excited to the person that he is, but ultimately he's trying to continue to become.
aside from the football aspect of Brad is the best young man I've ever coached. The reason being is that he'd do anything for you. He's not a big ego guy. He's not a guy who ever sat back and even talks about postseason accolades or anything like that. When it comes down to Brad, he's just going to show up every day, work, would give you the shirt off his back, and just a relentless, everyday young man. Just executes his life in a way, and he's taken on some mature situations. And, he is the guy that you want your daughter to be. That is the type of young man he is, because he's relentless, in his work. Not a big ego kid, not looking for anything beyond just being a great young man every day, and loves football.
Certainly, I got a fortunate chance to see him a little bit on film. He's a great talent. I think that some of the things they were doing offensively a year ago might not have best suited him. Certainly, it's refreshing to have a tailback that can score from anywhere on the field, and that's what I'm hoping to see out of him. And certainly, he's explosive.